Yeah, hello, student again. We shall discuss these two formulas, the ninth term formula and the recursive rule formula. They are not much different. I shall discuss them and I will use the same arithmetic sequence to find the fifth term, which is minus 24, by using two formulas. So important thing that this sequence is starting with 4, minus 3, minus 10, minus 17, minus 24. These are the terms of the sequence. This is the first term, this is the second term, third term, fourth term, and the fifth term. We shall use the ninth term formula to find the fifth term. We just substitute the value of 5 in the n, okay, and then we know here f to 1, this is fn1, which means the term 1, which is 4, as you see. Okay, we substitute here number 4 plus n minus 1. N is the 5 minus 1, which is the term before the fifth term. When you minus 1, that means you go one step backward to the term behind the term that we wanted to find out. And D is the common difference. The common difference between these terms are the same for this formula and this formula, and it is the same law, which is common difference is A2 minus A1, always the second term minus the first term. The second term here, as you see, it is minus 3 minus the first term 4, which is minus 7. Now you can use minus 7 in both formulas. You can use it in this D and in this D. So the common difference is the same, and it is a constant value. It never changes. It is the same between all terms. So let us use the ninth term formula. So if he tells you to find the fifth term or the 24th term or the second term using the term formula, it is this one. He gave you here f21. f21 means the first term. This is always constant, which is the first one. Which is the first number? 4. You bring 4 here. And then the term you are looking for is number 5. It is 5 minus 1, which is 4. The term before the one we want to find, multiplied by the common difference, which is minus 7. After solving this mathematically, the answer will be don't forget here, you have to multiply first the 4 by the minus 7 before you add it to the 4. Don't forget the order of operation. You have to multiply 4 by minus 7 is minus 28, and then plus 4, which is minus 24. And it is the fifth formula, term, sorry. So now I shall use the same situation, the same common difference, but I use a recursive rule. If he asks you to find the fifth term using a recursive rule, you have to use this one. Also fn, which is f5, which is I'm looking for, and fn minus 1. Again, fn minus 1 is the term which I'm looking for. Minus 1 means the term behind the term which I want to find. It is always one step back, okay? This minus 1 means the term behind the term which I want to. So it's what do you mean by f5 minus 1? f5 minus 1 is f4. What is f4? F4 is minus 17. This term is behind the fifth term. This is the fifth term, correct? What term behind the fifth term is minus 17? So when you put here 5, 5 minus 1, it's going to be F4. 4 is the term, the first term behind the term which I want to find, which is minus 17, and you use the same common difference, which is minus 7, minus 17, minus 7 is going to be minus 24. So these are two ways. One, using the ninth term formula, find the fifth term, and this is the recursive rule, which I'm finding also the fifth term. Don't forget, this means, the important is to know what that means, fn minus 1. It is one term back from the term you want to find. For example, you want to find the 10th term, fn minus 1 means f10 minus 1, which is f9. This is f9 is one term back, okay? One term back plus the common difference. This is what recursive rule means. It is always that the term in the front determines the term behind him, and so on. This is another question. And this question, he gave you an arithmetic sequence, but he gave you f1 means the first term, and he gave you the fifth term. And he wants the common difference. We use the same term here, the ninth term sequence. The function of a, the term a, the fifth term, he gave it to me. It is 160. And the first term is 100. He gave that also to me, plus 4D, because we know here the term which I'm looking for is the fifth term, and 5 minus 1 is 4. 4. This is 4 times D. D, which is what I'm looking for. So we solve this mathematically. 160 minus 100 is 60. And we divide both sides by 4 to have the common difference 15. So the common difference is 15. This is like he gave you the fifth term, and he gave you the first term, and only you have to find n minus 1, which is the 5 minus 1. The fifth term minus 1, which means one term back, as we remember, multiplied by the common difference. Here we don't have the common difference. We have to find him. This one is write the recursive rule for each arithmetic sequence. Okay, I took this one, minus 12, minus 5, 2, 9, 16. As I said to you, it's not important what is the name here. A1, A2, A3, A4. This means term 1, term 2, term 3, term 4. It doesn't matter A1 or U1 or L1 or F to the 1, something like that. But important, you know that this is first, second, third, fourth, and fifth. We have 5 terms. Okay. Now, what we do first, find the common difference, which is constant between all terms. Okay. Now, second term minus first term. What is the second term here? It's minus 5, right? Minus, and what is the first term? Minus 12. Don't forget we have two minuses here. Minus 5 is the first term, so the second term, minus the first term, which is minus 12, and there's a minus between them. So minus minus, which is going to be plus. This is minus times minus is plus. Minus 5 plus 12 is 7. So the common difference is 7. I will use this common difference to use the recursive rule now to find the second term, for example. The second term is the second term minus 1. This is the term behind. As we said, I'll just minus and plus the common difference. So the second term is, what is the second term? What is the second term here? Second term minus 1. Second term minus 1 is, what is the second term minus 1? It's one term behind, which is, this is the second term. I've gone one term behind, which is minus 12. Plus the common difference is going to be minus 5. Try it yourself now. Try it yourself. Try to find the 1, 2, 3, 4, 5th. Fifth. This is the fifth term. Try to find A to 16 equal a 16 minus 1. That means one term back. One term back. What is that? 9. Okay, now 9 plus 7. How much is 9 plus 7? 9 plus 7 is 16. Correct? 9 plus 7 is 16. Try to find now, use the recursive rule. Only you have to know that this expression here, an minus 1. An minus 1 is one term back, one step back from the term that you want to find. If you want to find the 12th term, this is the 11th term. If you want to find the 7th term, this is the 6th term. If you find the third term, this is the second term plus the common difference. Find the 15th term. These are the questions that you send it to me. Now, I like to find the 15th term. I have the first term, second, third, fourth, and fifth. I don't have the 15. What I do? Again, I use the formula, the ninth term formula. I want to find the 15. Okay, what is the first term here? Minus 12. I put it here. A1 is the first term plus. Now, the 15 minus 1 is 14. Correct? 15 minus 1, because this is, I'm trying to find the 15. 15 minus 1 is 14. 14 times 7 minus 12. Okay? So the answer is going to be here. 15 minus 1, 14. 14 times 7. You find out how much is 14 times 7. Minus 12 is this. This is going to be the 15th term. This question that you send me is what point lies on the same line as 4, 5 and 8, 5. According to this graph, we see that 4, 5, 4, 5, this is 4, 5. The point 4, 5 is this blue point here. And the point 8, 7 is this point here. So which point of these 4 points lying on this line? You see it is 2 and 4. If you come here, it is 2, you go up and 4. So 2 and 4 is on the line. The others are not on the line. For example, 0, 6. 0 is here and 6 is here. This is not on the line. Only the point 2 and 4, this one, 2 and 4 is on the line. What function is inverse? This function is, you have to solve this one. This is y equals 3x minus 3. So you place instead of y here x, and you put y here, and you work the equation for y. You will see the result is going to be that one, okay? We have a video about this one explaining how to solve step-by-step working process, how you find the inverse function of any other function. Now, this one, it says to you a scatter plot, the value of two variables increasing together. What is type of the correlation exists? Exists is positive. When both variables, x and y, when both values are positively increasing, this is a positive. When they increase together, it is direct proportion. They are both increasing, so it is a positive increase. Okay, this is a positive increase. Now we come to this one, determine the zeros of each linear function. Zeros means I put y to 0. So number 23, you put instead of f of x here, like this one, f of x equals 5x minus 1. You put instead of y, this is the same as y. You put 0 and you solve the equation for x. X will be 1 over 5. So the value of x here is 1 over 5. So by this one, the same thing. You say here 0 equals 4x minus 2, and you work the equation for x to find how much is x. By 25, you have to find where is y equal to 0. This is y here. Where is 0? This is 0. So x equal to. So number 25, the solution is when h of x 0, y is 2. 0 means y is 0. Okay. We go to 26. Where is, by 26, the y is 0. Where is y 0? This is here, y 0. In this point, y 0. When y 0, this right point, how much is x? Is minus 2. So when y 0 here, x is minus 2. Okay? Try to check this now yourself. Okay, and this one also, do it on your own. If you have any questions, we can do it also. And for this example here, I think determine the zeros, we've done that here before for the moment. Thank you very much.